Hello and welcome to GPTV on Thursday the 20th of June. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
Gary, action-packed weekend.
It's
Still
a
very
big review.
Quiet though, isn't it?
It is quiet.
What's your feeling?
You know what? I actually like the quiet because it's like...
Mr. Bank Manager, that we're going to cut that out.
No. When I say I like the quiet, I like the quiet that's on the surface, but there's a rumbling in the background, Philip.
Oh, the bubbling underneath the surface.
So if you're a very limited person, you only see quiet. Yeah. But if you've got a bit more depth to you, a bit more detail, you can hear the mountains, Philip. You can hear the birds singing, and you can hear the action that's happening.
You're a very deep guy, aren't you, Gary?
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but I don't want to argue with you, Phil. Yep. We've got some fantastic auctions this weekend, Philip. A smorgasbord of offerings.
How many, Gary?
We've got actually 9, Philip. We've got 3 on Saturday.
Let me put that into perspective
6 on Sunday.
For you viewers.
Yes, it's quiet.
9 is quiet.
It is quiet.
We can comfortably, in our organisation, do 24, 25, 26 auctions
30,
in a
Phil.
weekend, 30 in a weekend. So 9 is, look, the landlords that watch our show that own the business premises that we're in, it's all fine. We can meet next month's rent payments.
But a reduction would be appreciated.
That's absolutely
exactly right.
So it's quiet, but it's starting. I think it's starting to pick up.
Now, where I was going with where I like quiet is the fact that there's not a lot, Philip, does still not mean that there's not good quality out there, Philip, and good opportunities. So, Phil, you and I have absolutely no purpose or value to the business on this Saturday.
No value.
Not this Saturday.
New name badges, Philip Kingston.
Exactly. No purpose, no value. Exactly right.
New marketing tagline.
Useless agents. That's what we're going to be on Saturday, Philip, because we're not doing any auctions. But Leo Samuel's a busy boy. He starts off on
doing,
Saturday.
Gary?
He's doing 2. He starts off Saturday, Philip, at 11:30 in Glen, Huntley Road. Now, this is at 1083 Glen, Huntley Road. He's meeting Jack Slater for this fantastic property, Philip. It's a good one. It's a
great apartment, 1 bedroom, and the reality bathroom. Is those are the things that people buy as first homes or investments. And of course, you can scale down to a 1-bedroom apartment, Gary. But we love the 1-bedders, and interestingly, from a leasing point of view, the 1-bedroom apartments. Do you reckon they let quicker than the 2-bedders?
I think they do, especially if they're in a good location, Philip. You have a 1-bedroom in St Kilda or Paran or Carnegie, bang, they're gone, Philip, out the door. Double auction action, Philip, at 12:30. Jeremy Rosens hits Acland Street. He loves it in his territory. He's going to be at 201 at 131 Acland Street, St Kilda.
Gary, that is a great apartment. And it's virtually, that building is dead centre Acland Street. How cool would it be to live right in the centre of Acland Street?
You know what? You'd have a pretty good life, wouldn't you?
Well, if you think about it, you've got the tram literally at your doorstep.
Restaurants.
You've got all of the restaurants. You've got the supermarket. In fact, everything in Acland Street is from chemist shop to a medical centre. Everything, you'd never need a car.
Bit cold on the beach though, Phil, I've got to say.
Speaking of never needing a car, my prediction, Gary, moving forward, when this whole driverless car sorts itself out, you're going to see that so many people under the age of probably 35 will not be owning a car. And do you know what that means for real estate?
But Bill Shorten's going to win the next election?
No, it's got nothing to do with that. What that means for real estate is that the demand for car parking is going to go down.
Oh, that was electric cars.
So theoretically, the cost of producing these apartment buildings will go down. And then on top of it, younger people are going to have more money to be able to spend on buying a home because they're not spending their money on depreciating cars.
We should keep we should keep those comments in this episode in the vault, Philip, and in 20 years' time, or maybe 40 years' time, when our grandchildren are in the business, can say, have a look at what old man Kingston thought.
This is 5 to 10 years. There's going to be a revolution. Driverless cars will change the landscape.
That's your theory?
No question.
You're sticking to it? Philip, if you want to stick to good real estate, how about going to Thomas Street in Brighton East, Philip? We've got 18A Thomas Street. Leo Samuel auctions that one. What a great looking property.
You've got to love these townhouses. And we're selling them in all descriptions, in all suburbs. It really is the future of real estate, given how expensive land has become. And speaking of that younger generation, the younger generation, the days of them buying a house on a fully separate parcel of land are gone. These townhouses, which are giving them, big homes, 3, 4 bedrooms,
good
2,
living
3
areas.
bathrooms, good living areas, lots of amenity. The only thing they don't have is a big back garden, but today's generation don't have the time for that anymore.
They don't have the time, they don't have the interest. They want to keep the footy, they go down the park, Philip.
Correct, Gary.
And a good kick of the footy used to always go over the fence anyway.
Or, they just sit on FIFA. The kids just sit on FIFA playing in a dark room.
Exactly right.
Gary.
Just planning how to take over the world with their sinister games.
Scary.
Shall we talk about Sunday, Philip? We've got 6 auctions. We start off at 10:30 a.m. Believe it or not, Philip, We are in Ripley Grove, Caulfield North, Jeremy Rosen's auctions.
That line gets said every time we sell something in Ripley, Gary. This is a great 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhouse. And if you think about amenity, you're on the doorstep to the tram in Hawthorne Road, the cafes in Hawthorne Road. You can walk to the train station at Caulfield train station.
Around the corner from my joint.
You can go to Glen, Huntley Road. You can go to Caulfield Park. Just a great
You can come
location.
to my place for a coffee, Philip, if you'd like to. You're welcome to.
You can. Glencoe Street, Caulfield North.
Thanks for that. Thanks for the anonymity of my address being revealed. Phil, we've got double auction action.
Big White House.
Yeah, thanks for that. We have double auction, the one with the big mortgage on it. We have double auction action, Philip, at 11:30 a.m. We're going to be in Glen, Eira Road, also around the corner from my joint. It's going to be your
joint. Are you referring to joint so much now that you've come back from Carver?
Yeah, it's my joint.
So it's your joint.
It's my joint.
It's around the corner from your lovely residence, Gary. This is in Glen, Eira Road, giving you all of the things. In fact, it's kind of equidistant from Hawthorne Road as Ripley Grove was.
Equidistant? Is that measurement in horses?
So a very great location there, and this is a really beautiful 2-story townhouse as well.
It's a beauty, Philip. It's your first auction for the day.
Good.
11:30, and I won't be able to join you because I've also got an 11:30 auction, I'm afraid to say. I'm going to be in Murray Street, Philip, just around the corner from the 7-Eleven, TAB, blood bank, shops, trams, cafes,
that is a great location. They're a really good spot.
Good building.
And it's great, to be able to, look, we've just talked about it, but this carless society, to be able to walk outside your front door and have all of that amenity on your doorstep. Where I live, I've got all of that, and I don't think I could
Union Street, Union Street, Armadale.
Is that the street? I don't think that I could ever live if I couldn't walk outside my front door and be able to be in the shops within 2 or 3 minutes.
Very good, Philip. We've only got one auction at 12:30. You're going to be conducting it. It's in Elmer Road. Great looking property, this one, Philip. Number 361 at Elmer Road, Caulfield North.
Gary,
Tell us about it.
Big, glamorous corner property, complete with swimming pool. It's got the most beautiful feel to it.
It has indeed.
The owners have really just done the most magnificent job here. The bedrooms, the bathrooms, the entertaining spaces. There's an incredible balcony area that overlooks the swimming pool. That's what we call FNC there.
Yes, Far North Caulfield. Yes.
Just a beautiful spot. And literally, again, to use my no car policy, you can walk to the Malvern train station, you can walk to Glenferrie Road, you can walk to Dandenong Road, you can walk to the Malvern
and the new cafe,
Malvern
Common
Central.
Ground or Common Room?
Common Room.
That's right.
Common
corner of Oron Crescent, Elmer Road. Right at that
so
little
you've now got 3 cafes there, Gary. You've got the Common Room, you've got Espresso, and you've got Frank and Ginger.
And you've got the fish and chip shop.
And the fish and
chip
shop.
And the pizza place next to our office.
I'm told that fish and chip shop is
really good.
absolutely smoking.
I might start eating fish now because it's so good. I like the chips.
Apparently it's very good.
Is that right, Philip? We've got some.
It's called, but we'll give you an update.
We've got some 1:30 p.m. action, Philip. We're going to finish off our day early. Maybe get to the footy. Who's Melbourne playing this weekend? Do you know?
I'm not sure. We had a bye last weekend, which was probably the best thing for the football club because we couldn't win and we couldn't lose.
Yeah, well, that's always good, isn't it? Phil, in Alexander Street, Jeremy Rosen's auctions this terrific apartment. I love this block, 64 Alexander Street. 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom. Joel Sir's been involved in the sale and meets Jeremy Rosen's there for a 1:30 auction.
We love the St Kilda East vibe, and that whole Carlisle Street precinct just gets better and better.
Now, the 1:30 auction in Hawthorne Road, I'm not sure that's going to be still available, Philip. I think it may be sold.
So this is the penthouse apartment. What an incredible apartment, viewers. It may be sold by then, but the reality is, if you haven't seen this penthouse, go online. I've done a video tour there. It is the most fabulous space and almost impossible to find an apartment of that size, Gary.
Phil, that's a big wrap for the auctions of the weekend. It's a quiet weekend, but it is a quiet month in June, July, but that doesn't mean there's not exciting opportunities, good buys, and it doesn't mean it's not a good time to sell either, Philip, because the fact is you've got less competition around. If you are a seller, you've got the advantage of having less competing properties.
Viewers, counterintuitively, most people think don't sell in winter, you sell in spring when the gardens look better, but understand this, viewers, that in spring there are many more houses on the market, similar number of buyers, so they've got more choice. Great to be a buyer in spring. Great to be a seller in winter.
Well, you auctioned my house that I sold in winter, Philip.
I did, Gary.
You did a damn good job.
Did an incredible job.
Yeah, great job. Have I given you a present for that?
No, Gary, nothing. Not a thank you, not a telephone call,
It's a public thank you.
Not a text, not a bottle of whiskey.
You know what?
Nothing. In fact, I don't even think we charged you a fee.
Words are worth more than any material things, Philip. So I'll just say thank you on camera for everybody to hear. Phil, that's a big wrap. We are coming into now July, August, which is also an exciting time of the year for sales. But if you do want to sell in the spring, or in fact this year, you need to be talking to us
so
now.
Gary, if somebody rang us today and said, I want to be on the market as quickly as I can, we're now talking about a late July sale.
I would be knocking their door before they hang up the phone.
So the reality is, essentially, we're now talking August, September, October.
Pretty much. I think it looks like it's going to be a very busy August, Philip, which is going to be exciting. But I'm feeling like the second half of this year is going to be a buzzing real estate half of the year.
There's no question, Gary, there's been a lot of good news for the property market.
There has
so there is no question.
We've got interest rates cut, we've got
stable government, APRA saying lend more money, cut to interest rates. These are all good things for property.
What do you want? What are you waiting for?
So I think viewers, we called it on GPTV on Tuesday. We called it and saying that the market is waking up, and those people that buy in 2019, I think, will be the ones that are sitting around at barbecues in a year or two going, I was the genius that tipped the start of the new market cycle.
That laugh was almost sinister. It was right on the edge. I was a bit worried.
It was almost sinister. Creepy, creepy walk past a primary school laugh.
I know, it was a little bit that way. Anyway, let's hope we just leave it at that. Phil, I think we won't expand on that. But that's a big wrap on GPTV on this Property Review Thursday. We'll be looking forward to coming back on Tuesday.
Let's have a big weekend, and we'll see you Tuesday of next week. I'm Philip Kingston. Have a lovely weekend.
Bye now.